Hi, this is Laura Kombrink. I'm a realtor with EXP Realty, and I serve the communities in and around Scott Air Force Base, Illinois. Welcome to the final video in my series for how to sell your home, right? I've gone through quite a few topics. If this is your first time joining me, welcome. And you may want to go back and check the rest of the videos in this series. We started out with decluttering, freshening up your home. We talked about repairs and renovations, went on to how to choose a great realtor, and talked a lot about home market values. We discussed preparing how to prepare for people coming through your home for showings. We discussed offers and contracts. We went on to the multiple phases of negotiations to include inspections and appraisals. And today's the final in the video series. We're going to talk about closing day. So, yay! We got through this whole entire process, and I know it's daunting, which is why I wanted to bring it down in small pieces for all of you. If we take it one bite at a time, it's doable. And we've finally arrived to closing day, and so the title company, we're sitting there, we're ready to rock and roll. Okay, prior to closing day, let's talk about move out day. I'm thirsty. I'm gonna grab a little green tea. I love my green tea. All right. Prior to closing day, the the buyer is going to want to inspect the home. Okay, there are things that were negotiated in the contracts. There were repairs negotiated after inspection report. You were supposed to be moved out by X time on X day. And so the buyer's going to want to come through and do an inspection and take a final look. Please do not be there for that, okay? Sometimes the buyers and agents do want sellers and buyers there at the same time, sometimes not. So we'll play that one by ear based on the situation. If negotiations have gone well and everybody's happy, then it's awesome. If not, we probably ought to let the buyers inspect the home on their own. This is another place that can get stressful for you as a seller, okay? Perhaps you negotiated a repair, let's say on a stair rail. And as you're moving the furniture down the stairs, something happens, you bump the stair rail, make a big old scratch in it. Okay. Things like that can happen. And if the buyer may go through and say, oh, there's a gash in the stair rail and it wasn't there before, and da 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 da. Don't stress. Okay. We will be able to take care of items like that. Now, big things that sellers do that are a huge mistake. Let's say you have an antique, a family heirloom chandelier over your dining room table. And it was there the whole entire time. It was there during negotiations. And today you disconnected it and packed it up and put it in the moving truck. And you didn't tell me, your realtor, and you didn't tell anybody, well, I can't leave that there. That's a family heirloom. So things like that can happen. In order to avoid things like that, you need to make sure that if there is something that is a fixture in the home that is attached to the house, that if it's something you want to take with you that you're not planning on leaving in the home, then you need to make sure, me as your realtor, I know this. Because closing day is a horrible day to find this out. It's horrible for the buyer, it's horrible for you, and it's horrible for the whole process kind of goes, ah! And we have to figure out how to remedy the situation. Okay? Obviously, avoid it if you can. Refrigerators. Maybe you bought this super magnificent refrigerator and there's no way in hell you're leaving that in the house. Okay. Need to tell me ahead of time so that we can make sure the buyer understands that and that ends up in the contract so nobody gets upset and there's not talk of lawsuits and all that ugliness. No stress. I like no stress. Okay. So the buyer's going to come through and they're going to make sure everything is the way that it should be, the way that had been negotiated, so on and so forth. And once that happens, we all meet at the title company. Now, sometimes people are out of state or whatever, and we may meet. You may sign paperwork a couple of days ahead of time. Maybe you have to leave the area right away. You can't be there at the closing day. We can accommodate almost any circumstance, okay? Especially with today's technology. So, but in concept, we all head over to the title company. You're going to sign paperwork. There's going to be a title representative that's going to be there explaining everything to you. I'll be there to hold your hand or whatever you need me to do. I don't really have a lot of work to do at the title company, but I love to be there. I love when things close and things are smooth, and just celebrate with you. Okay. So you're going to go through your paperwork, and then the buy side of this thing, they're going to go through their paperwork, and their lender's going to be there, and things like that are going to take place. So what do you need to bring to closing? Keys to the house, all the keys you have. And what I always recommend is, it's really nice as a buyer to receive the labels on keys. Any maintenance paperwork. So if you have, like my stove has a book of instructions, okay, on how to operate my stove. Things like that. Any any special things that you think that the new buyers would love to know about their community, things that maybe didn't get talked about earlier, the keys to the shed, the keys to the garage, how to change the codes in the alarm system, just all that kind of stuff you're going to bring with you to closing, so we can make a package to hand off to the seller. We're going to go out and remove the lockbox. We're going to go out and remove the signs, things like that. And hopefully, you're packed up, you've got everything loaded, you've got your next destination ready to go, and it's a smooth and beautiful transaction. I have in this series gone over a lot of things that can go wrong, or a lot of things that can stress you out. I believe knowledge is power, which is why I'm doing these videos. If you know something's coming, then you can manage your stress level. And the problem is with realtors, we do this day in and day out. Okay, so after a while, it becomes daily routine for us. And we sometimes can forget it's not daily routine for you. And sometimes we forget that you don't know everything we know. So this is why I created this video series. I hope it's helpful. Here's the thing, guys. Selling a home can be stressful. I'm not going to lie and say that it's going to be joy, joy, fun, fun every step of the way, because that's a lie. That would be a lie. But what I can say to you is, if you've done your homework, if you have prepared yourself, if you have prepared your family, if you have prepared your home, and if you've gotten a really great realtor to help you through the process, it's not so bad. There are points of pressure, points of stress, but with the right realtor, the right level of communication, the right marketing, and the right support through title companies, vendors, things like that, this can be actually a pleasurable thing to go through. So again, my name is Laura Kombrink. I'm a realtor with EXP Realty. I serve the communities around Scott Air Force Base. All my information is below. There were some tools that I mentioned in my videos that I would love for you to take advantage of. I offer them to my sellers, but I also offer them to anyone who would like to have them for free. So what are those tools? I have an app that that will do market analysis. It's not a precise market analysis, but it'll go out to you every couple of weeks, and it will just update you about your property. Okay, the value of it, other homes that have sold in your neighborhood, other homes that are in the market in your neighborhood, I mean, more information than you could probably ever want. I offer that free. It's an app. It comes into your email every 2 weeks or once a month or ever how often you want. It's absolutely free. All you have to do is my email information is below. Email me, tell me I would like to have your property watch app. And all I'll need is your name, your email, and the address of your property. And you'll be put into that system and you'll receive those reports regularly. If you have questions about the home selling or home buying process, I'm going to do a series on the home buying process as well, just like I did for selling. All you got to do is look below, reach out to me. It would be my pleasure to help. I have a great website for searching for homes. It's a very speedy, fast website. It works great. You'll find that information below. You guys have an incredible day. Happy selling. My name is Laura Kombrink, EXP Realty. You guys take care. Bye.